Hi, my name is Kaya, and my research topic was on systemic racial inequalities of Black students in the educational system in America. My thesis is I argue that Black students face educational inequalities because of systemic factors such as disparities in funding, opportunity gap amongst Black students, and also the school to prison pipeline. I chose these three factors because I felt like they were connected to one another. Disparities of funding relates to the amount of resources that are dispersed within the educational system. It is known that public low-income schools with high populations of minorities are affected most with poor funding. Also, there is historical context like redlining, which was a racial discriminative practice against Black and other minority groups to deny them access to home loans, home insurance, and overall a quality neighborhood and community. So that also affected the neighborhood wealth and the standing of schools. So I also wanted to touch on the opportunity gap. Basically, within the educational environment, Black students are not met with the same opportunities as their white counterparts. So it is seen as an achievement or performance gap, but I think we have to take in consideration that resources and support is not always available, especially within low-income schools. Sometimes teachers are underqualified or sometimes they're understaffed, materials is outdated, and there's just so many factors to why students are not achieving or performing, and it's not the students' fault. It is a systemic issue. Also wanted to touch on the school to prison pipeline, which is basically codes and structures to punish and criminalize students, and it increases the rates of incarceration. The school to prison pipeline affects Black male students because they are overly disciplined within the school system. Also, schools have implemented SROs, which is school resource officers. So they have police officers on campus, and the presence of police officers kind of mimics and mirrors the same attitude and demeanor that Black and other minority groups face within society, with like police brutality and the over surveillance and harassment and discriminating attitude towards those Black and brown bodies. Also, the over surveillance of staff, cameras implemented, which causes an unsafe